They might not have the trophies to show for it at the moment, but this Arsenal team are stacked with sensational players. One of the most impressive is undoubtedly Bukayo Saka, who has taken on the role of club talisman and has become an output machine in recent seasons. Likewise, Gabriel Magalhaes has developed from a player often labeled as error-prone to one of the most reliable in the squad and someone who knows exactly how to throw his weight around. So, fans should be delighted that Arsenal are close to signing a player who embodies some of the best qualities of both. Arsenal close in on game-changing signing. It wouldn't be hyperbolic to say that, in terms of signings, this has been one of the most exciting summers Arsenal fans have had for quite some time. Mega money deals, controversial moves, and big-name flops. This is the home of transfer news and opinion across Football Fancast. For example, the highly sought-after Martin Zubimendi has finally been announced, alongside the squad-bolstering acquisitions of Christian Norgard and Kepa Arrizabalaga. Additionally, the promising Christian Mosquera and potentially great Noni Madueke have already undergone their medicals, and the links to Crystal Palace's Ebereki Ease persist. However, there is still one more player, perhaps the most important of them all, yet to be officially secured, although that might be about to change. At least that's according to a recent report from transfers expert Fabrizio Romano, who has confirmed that Arsenal are nearing the final stages of their negotiations to sign Victor Gyökeres. The Italian journalist stated the following: "The conversation is still ongoing in London. The agents of the player are still in London to try resolve the agreement between all parties involved. Gyökeres is fighting to go to Arsenal, but obviously it's really important to agree on the add-ons. They are really on it on every single hour, every single minute. Arsenal and Sporting are working on this deal. While we will have to wait and see what the overall package comes to, reports elsewhere have made it clear that the base fee will be around £55 million, which seems like a fair price for a player of his caliber, especially as he could be described as a hybrid of Saka and Gabriel. Why Gyökeres is a Saka and Gabriel hybrid? Okay, we know this might sound a little out there to start with, but hear us out, as even though Gyökeres plays in a different position to both players and has some key differences, he also shares some unmistakable similarities. Starting with Gabriel, for example, the former Coventry City star is a behemoth of a player, and while he might not have the heading ability of the Brazilian, he can certainly use his physique as a size advantage in the same way. Don't just take our word for it, though. As the Athletic's Tom Harris referred to the Swedish international as a battering ram of a striker earlier this month, and you only need to look at the way he holds off defenders or simply barges past them in any of his numerous goal compilations. In fact, while he couldn't finish at the end, the 27-year-old demonstrated his brute strength against the Gunners in the Champions League last season, when he rode the challenges of both Gabriel and William Saliba to get into the penalty area. Finally, he also has the mentality to match, with reports earlier in the window claiming that he was willing to give up millions to force this move and get the chance to win things at Arsenal. This is also arguably something he shares with Saka, but the most significant aspect of his game that makes him similar to the Englishman is his output and willingness to put a team on his back. For example, in 52 appearances last season, totaling 4,248 minutes, the free-scoring monster, as dubbed by analyst Ben Mattinson, put the ball in the back of the net 54 times and provided 13 assists. In other words, the Stockholm-born machine averaged 1.28 goal involvements per game, or won every 63.40 minutes, and was unsurprisingly his team's most productive player. While the Haaländer wasn't quite as prolific, he was still unreal in the games he played last season, racking up 12 goals and 14 assists in 37 appearances, totaling 2,619 minutes. That means the mercurial number 7 averaged a goal involvement every 1.42 games, or every 100.73 minutes, and was the club's most productive player, despite missing over 3 months of the campaign. Just imagine how dangerous the Gunners could be next season with the two game-changers playing alongside one another. Ultimately, it won't be cheap, but Arsenal appear to be onto a winner with Gyökeres, and the fact that he embodies the best aspects of Saka and Gabriel is proof of that.